Hello, go ahead. Hello again. It's Caveman 123 Caveman on eBay, and this track is very similar to the track that I have listed already, but there are some differences. The first real difference that is noticeable is the electronic lap counter, which is night and day compared to the other lap counter. The other one does the job. It's just a simple lap counter, doesn't do anything fancy. Tells you how many laps you've run around and basically dings when you're there, you know. This one here will count your laps. It'll indicate which lane won, etc., etc. Now, it's also very simple to use. When you take and reach down here, it's a whole lot easier than Carrera. Is you just take a look down there and plug in, and it starts out with 1. It does not start out with 99. You don't got to reach back and push another button. But I'm going to put 10 laps on each lane. And you can change how many laps you want on each lane. So if you was given a handicap maybe to somebody. And let's get it plugged in. The two lights here indicate that the track has got power, and it's designed not to let you take and move the car until it says so. In other words, until you're supposed to take and start running, you're not supposed to take and be able to move the car. So nobody jumps the gun, and each time it goes around, it takes and counts how many laps the cars went. And just because I put that down doesn't mean the track will go dead. I'm just showing the 143rd Artin car being run on it. Of course, this is the type of car that comes with the track when you purchase it. And I'm not sure. Oh, it bounced down. I think I'm losing connection over here. Just starting it over again. And of course, nothing's going to work for me today the way it should. I didn't check the brushes on this car. I should have done that, right? So I'm going to take and reach over there. An illustration of what can happen if the brushes are flat as a pancake. Anyway, it runs a whole lot better when they're right. And like I say, it counts the laps as you go around, how long it takes for the lap to take and be completed. And when you take and finish it, this one here has got 1 lap left, it looks like. It will take and make that sound, but see, there's no power going to the track. The race is ended. So that just shows the 143rd car. And you know, I normally take and put another car down just to take and for reference. So once again, I got to take and set this thing, because I'm not putting that many laps on it as far as that goes. And I set it for 4 laps. But this is a Carrera car, Artin track, of course, and 1/32 scale track. So see, it will not let you take off. Makes it all fair to all the racers. Anyway, it takes off, and you know, that's just a Carrera car. I'm not trying to see how fast I can take them, just running them around the track. Now, a lot of people will ask me, can I run this 1/24 scale car on the track? Well, you can. But you know, it's awful tight for passing, and some 1/24 cars, right, they're a little bit wider than others. So it just kind of depends on the model. But that's a 1/24 scale Carrera, and you know, most 1/33rd or 1/32nd tracks, the car would want to take and come off, or you know, just wouldn't take and hold the track the correct way. And the only way I can take and do this is to show it on the other lane where the guardrails are, because a lot of people will take and say, well, you're not against the guardrails. That's running the guardrails. So that's a 1/24 scale. So that's kind of unique, but you know, as you can see, as it comes around, it's in that turn. There's not enough room for another one to be right beside of it. Now, you could race them on there, but the first person that tried to pass, who knows what would happen. The other thing I want to take and show you is some of the older school 1/24 scales. They're a good bit wider. Okay, so what happens is you put those on the track, and it'll run, but it already hit the guardrail. That little bit of difference makes all the difference. So anyway, this is 33 feet of running track. I think it's actually over, and that was measured by the white line to take and give it a true length. And pretty much that's about it. When you look at the different ones that are listed on eBay, you're going to find a couple 132nd cars and then 4 143rd cars, and that will be how it comes. Now, of course, all these other toys that I'm moving away are mine. You can't have them. But last thing I'm going to take and say, every single one of these will be pulled out of the container, and I will put batteries into it, just like I did this one here. All right, and I'll have the cover off because I'm going to be pulling these right back out. But I'll put the batteries in there. I want to know that the thing is going to work exactly like it's supposed to before I send it. And I'm not trying to use it. In fact, it will not be connected to a track at all, but I'll be able to signal it, push the buttons, make sure everything lights up, everything does what it's supposed to. I had one out of about 20 or so that did not work, and I don't want to send you one that doesn't work. So thanks for watching the video, and this is a great track. It's not really a starter track. You need some room for this thing. This is close to 9 foot long, and I think it's about 6 foot wide. So you got to have some room for this puppy. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.